When the wealthiest people in the world travel, they don't simply book a first-class seat or hail a limo. For billionaires, every move is about secrecy, comfort, and control. From private jets hidden behind shell companies to yachts that serve as floating fortresses, the richest among us have perfected the art of traveling the world without ever being truly seen. The billionaire way of flying. For billionaires, commercial airlines aren't just inconvenient, they're risky. Crowds, cameras, and schedules remove control. That's why the likes of Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, and Bill Gates depend on fleets of private aircraft. Jeff Bezos, worth over $200 billion, owns two Gulfstream G650ER jets, each costing more than $65 million. These jets are registered through anonymous companies, ensuring that most tracking websites can't easily identify his flights. His Gulfstreams are capable of flying 7,500 nautical miles non-stop, allowing him to go from Seattle to Dubai or New York to Tokyo without touching down. To make things even more private, Bezos often disables flight tracking by applying for a privacy ICAO address that masks his jet's identity from the public. Elon Musk, though famous for his public presence, takes a similar approach when flying. His Gulfstream G650ER was delivered in 2016 and is equipped with high-speed satellite internet, private bedrooms, and a conference room. But what really sets Musk apart is how often his plane is used, sometimes flying multiple times a day between Tesla, SpaceX, and XAI facilities. While his flights have been tracked publicly in the past, Musk has actively criticized the lack of privacy, even going so far as to ban certain accounts that monitor his jet movements. Bill Gates also spares no expense on travel. He owns several Bombardier jets, including the Global Express and the Gulfstream G650ER, worth tens of millions each. For Gates, whose foundation work takes him across Africa, Asia, and Europe, long-range travel is essential. These jets allow him to move quietly between continents while maintaining the privacy needed for meetings with world leaders and philanthropists. When privacy means giving up the jet, not every billionaire wants the exposure of jet ownership. Bernard Arnault, the head of luxury conglomerate LVMH and one of the richest men alive, actually sold his Bombardier Global 7500 after realizing that people were tracking his movements online. Instead, Arnault now relies on high-end charter services, which offer the same level of luxury without leaving his name tied to a tail number. By doing this, his movements became nearly impossible to trace, a strategy that perfectly fits the discreet culture of the ultra-wealthy. Inside the flying palaces, stepping inside a billionaire's jet is like walking into a luxury penthouse in the sky. Bezos's Gulfstreams feature handcrafted leather interiors, spacious lounges, and fully reclining beds. Musk's jet is fitted with a private stateroom, a kitchen, and conference areas where deals worth billions can be struck mid-flight. Roman Abramovich, the Russian billionaire, takes things to an extreme. His Boeing 767-33, nicknamed the Bandit, is rumored to include an anti-missile system similar to Air Force One. The interior, a 30-seat dining room, private bedrooms, gold-plated fixtures, and a boardroom equipped with the latest encrypted communications technology. For Abramovich, travel isn't just about comfort, it's about security at the highest level. Yachts, the floating hideaways. When billionaires land, many of them don't head to luxury resorts. Instead, they step onto yachts that serve as their private sanctuaries. Jeff Bezos's 417-foot sailing yacht, Koru, cost an estimated $500 million and includes a support vessel carrying a helipad. Koru features a swimming pool, multiple decks for entertaining, and interiors designed with old-world craftsmanship. For Bezos, this yacht allows him to anchor far from crowded marinas and enjoy privacy on the open sea. David Geffen, the entertainment mogul, owns the 454-foot Rising Sun, which has hosted celebrities like Oprah Winfrey and Barack Obama. The yacht features 82 rooms, a basketball court, a private cinema, and helipads, making it less of a boat and more of a floating five-star hotel. Russian tycoon Andrei Melnichenko owns Sailing Yacht A futuristic $400 million vessel that looks like something out of a sci-fi movie. Standing over 300 feet tall with masts higher than Big Ben, the yacht has an underwater observation pod, a submarine, and bulletproof glass for extra protection. Secrecy on the ground. Even the richest billionaires know that secrecy doesn't end when the jet touches down. Luggage rarely travels with them. It's shipped ahead of time to villas, estates, or luxury hotels. Elite concierge services coordinate everything from chauffeurs to armored vehicles, ensuring that movement on the ground is just as invisible as in the air. At many international airports, billionaires avoid the main terminal altogether. Instead, they pass through private terminals known as as fixed base operators, or FBOS. These terminals are built for discretion, offering separate customs checks, lounges, and direct access to waiting jets or cars. To the average traveler, it's as if these billionaires never entered the airport at all. Beyond hotels, secret destinations. The travel choices of billionaires extend far beyond luxury hotels. Many prefer exclusive resorts and private islands, places where security and anonymity are guaranteed. Richard Branson's Necker Island in the Caribbean is a prime example. Although it's his home, it doubles as a retreat for high-profile guests who want total privacy. Others go for adventure-based escapes. Some billionaires fly to Antarctica for private heli-skiing trips or to the Himalayas for wildlife expeditions, far from paparazzi lenses. Quiet luxury has become a trend. Destinations that are less flashy but far more private, where only the wealthiest can arrange access. Extreme security in the skies. For billionaires, secrecy isn't just about avoiding cameras. It's about survival. Many are high-profile targets, and their travel plans could put them at risk. That's why private aviation for the ultra-rich often includes military-grade defenses. Take Roman Abramovich's Boeing 767, which is rumored to feature missile detection and countermeasures. His jet has been compared to Air Force One for its defensive systems, making it one of the most secure private planes in the world. For billionaires with political ties or global influence, such measures aren't luxuries, they're necessities. Even smaller jets can be retrofitted with security upgrades. Bulletproof glass, encrypted communication systems, and biometric access to private cabins are becoming standard for high-level billionaires. The philosophy is simple. If you're worth billions, you travel as if you're a head of state. Billionaires who keep it low-key. Not every billionaire flaunts their wealth with super yachts and custom planes. Some prefer low-profile, almost invisible ways of traveling. Warren Buffett, worth over $130 billion, famously avoided owning a private jet for decades, jokingly calling it the indefensible due to its expense. Eventually, he did purchase one, but he often travels commercially, blending in with regular passengers. For him, discretion means simplicity, not extravagance. Mark Zuckerberg, CEO of Meta, owns multiple Gulfstream jets, but he goes to extreme lengths to keep them hidden. They are registered under shell companies with no obvious link to his name. According to reports, Meta spends over $25 million annually on Zuckerberg's personal security, and that includes secretive travel arrangements. Unlike Bezos or Musk, Zuckerberg rarely shows off his planes, preferring to keep his movements in the shadows. Larry Page and Sergey Brin, the co-founders of Google, took a different approach. They built their own private fleet through a company called Blue City Holdings, which manages several Gulfstreams and even a Boeing 767. What sets them apart is their unique access to Moffett Federal Airfield, a NASA facility near Silicon Valley, giving them a private runway most billionaires could only dream of. Private islands and discreet retreats. Beyond jets and yachts, billionaires also invest heavily in private islands to ensure their vacations remain untouchable. Larry Ellison, co-founder of Oracle, owns nearly the entire Hawaiian island of Lanai, which he purchased for around $300 million. Instead of flying to crowded resorts, Ellison simply travels to his own island, where every guest and employee is under his control. The island has luxury resorts, private residences, and even an airport, all tailored to Ellison's taste for privacy. Richard Branson uses his Necker Island in the British Virgin Islands the same way. Guests arrive via private plane or yacht, and security ensures no paparazzi or outsiders ever come close. These islands are more than retreats. They're fortresses of solitude, places where billionaires can travel without technically leaving home. The rise of quiet luxury in travel. In recent years, billionaires have embraced what's called quiet luxury, a move away from flashy displays and toward discreet, tailored experiences. Instead of visiting Monaco or Saint-Tropez during the peak season, billionaires increasingly head to remote destinations like Patagonia, Bhutan, or Antarctica. Helicopter skiing in untouched mountains, private expeditions to see rare wildlife, or underwater trips in personal submarines are all part of the new billionaire itinerary. These trips aren't advertised, and many require months of planning by concierge firms. The allure of quiet luxury is simple. No cameras, no crowds, no exposure. For billionaires, the greatest luxury isn't the five-star treatment, it's total invisibility. Space, the new frontier of billionaire travel. While most billionaires focus on private jets and yachts, some are looking beyond Earth itself. Jeff Bezos's Blue Origin and Elon Musk's SpaceX aren't just companies, they're passion projects that double as future travel options. Bezos has already flown to space aboard Blue Origin's New Shepard rocket, and Musk plans to make interplanetary travel possible, supersonic and sustainable jets. Another major trend among the wealthy elite is the return of super supersonic travel. Companies like Boom Supersonic are developing jets that can cut flight times in half, making New York to London a 3-hour journey. These planes, when launched, are expected to attract billionaires who value time above all else. At the same time, pressure around climate change has forced billionaires to consider their image. Bill Gates has invested heavily in sustainable aviation fuel, while others are exploring electric aircraft for short-range travel. This shift isn't just about the environment, it's also about optics. Billionaires know they're criticized for excessive carbon footprints, so traveling green allows them to maintain secrecy while improving their reputation. From private jets with military defenses to yachts that double as floating cities, billionaires have redefined what it means to travel in secrecy. Their journeys are about more than luxury. They're about staying hidden while moving freely across the globe. If you enjoyed exploring the secretive world of billionaire travel, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss the next deep dive into the lifestyles of the ultra-rich.